Salamun alaykum. Kataba rabbukum ala nafsihi rahmah. Peace be upon you. Your Lord has decreed that mercy is His attribute. What is the meaning of Ati'ullah wa Ati'ur Rasul? Obey Allah and obey the Messenger. Both Muslims, those who believe in the Qur'an and the Sunnah, and those who believe only the Qur'an, have different understanding of this verse. Those Muslims who believe in the Qur'an and the Sunnah uphold that Ati'ullah, obey Allah, means to believe and follow the Qur'an. Wa Ati'ur Rasul means to believe in the Sunnah. Sunnah is the practice of Prophet Muhammad. If Allah truly wanted us to follow the Sunnah, why didn't He say Ati'ullah, obey Allah, wa Ati'u Sunnat al-Rasul, and obey the Sunnah of the Prophet? Rather, Allah didn't say that. He said Ati'ullah wa Ati'u Rasul, obey Allah and obey the Messenger. So with this verse, we can clearly say that Allah did not instruct us to follow the Sunnah, because if He wanted us to follow, He will have said it clearly in this verse. According to what we know, Allah sent Prophet Muhammad with only one book. So if we believe that Wa'ati'ur Rasul means to follow the Sunnah, this means that Allah sent Prophet Muhammad with two sources of guidance, which cannot be true, according to the following verse of the Qur'an. In this verse, Allah says, وَنَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ. We have sent down the book to you. It is one book. He did not say, وَنَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَيْنِ. We have sent down the two books. So here we can clearly say that Allah did not instruct us to follow the Sunnah. So by accepting the Sunnah, it means the Qur'an is incomplete, and Allah later on find out that the Qur'an is incomplete, and He asked Prophet Muhammad to complete the Qur'an with his Sunnah. Allah tells us that the Qur'an is a complete book and it explains everything. Allah says, وَنَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ تِبْيَانًا لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ. We have sent down the book to you to provide explanations for everything. So Allah has sent down the book, and the book explains everything in details. Even though today there are Muslims that will say that the Quran does not explain how we should pray. We can clearly see that there is nowhere Allah instructs us to follow the Sunnah. Now, let us listen to those who believe in the Quran alone. They believe that Ati'ullah means to acknowledge that the Quran is the complete word of Allah, which explains everything in details, and then obey it. Wa'ati'ur Rasul means to obey the messenger as the truthful messenger Allah sent with the Quran for our guidance, and then obey it. The responsibility of the messenger is to only deliver the Quran, and our responsibility is to accept the Quran from him and then be guided. This is the meaning they gave to Ati'ullah wa Ati'ur Rasul. In fact, their interpretation goes with the following verse of the Quran. In this verse, Allah says, قُلْ أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ فَإِن تَوَلَّوْا فَإِنَّمَا عَلَيْهِ مَا حُمِّلَ وَعَلَيْكُمْ مَا حُمِّلْتُمْ وَإِن تُطِيعُوهُ تَهْتَدُوا وَمَا عَلَى الرَّسُولِ إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ. Say, obey Allah and obey the messenger. If they refuse, then he is responsible for his obligations, and you are responsible for your obligations. If you obey him, you will be guided. The duty of the messenger is to deliver the clear message. As we heard from the verse, Allah commands Prophet Muhammad to tell the people to obey Allah and obey the messenger. But if they refuse, then he is responsible for his obligations, because Allah sent him with a book for our guidance, and our responsibility is to accept it from him. And if we obey him and accept the message from him, we will be guided. And the responsibility of Prophet Muhammad is to only deliver the clear message to us. This verse gives the same meaning as those people who believe in the Qur'an. And with this verse, we can clearly say that there is nowhere Allah says that we should follow the Sunnah. In your opinion, do you think those people